Welcome back in, everybody, to the Let's Look Brad channel. So I do have two boxes of pennies here. They're both circulated, and the banks that this one has holes in it, but the banks that I stopped at, they made sure that it was actually circulated pennies. I don't ask for that because I don't want to be a burden. I want to make sure I'm able to go back there. These are new banks in this area where I'm at here in Wyoming. So they went ahead and popped them anyways. They checked, and we do have circulated coin here. We also have circulated coin in that box. I'm probably going to just do a one box hunt at a time, separate these boxes out for having two videos here. And to see what we get in here, I'm hoping we get some more wheat cents. I really wanted to keep stacking up some more wheat cents for the album that we have at the house. I'll bring you in a little later on whenever we get back over to the house and get that album and search through it. But I think everything that I had previously in my last roll, my last box, I didn't have anything that I needed. So anyhow, we do have circulated pennies. We are going to be looking for a lot of varieties in here. I want to definitely look for wheat cents, as mentioned. Indian head cents, if we can find them. It'd be nice to find an Indian head cent because I haven't found but a few of them total so far. But also too, I did stop in at a place and picked up a full roll of Atmex dimes. I paid probably $10 more than what they're usually selling for. So there are Atmex, as you see there, dimes. Solid roll. This is actually in a pawn shop. So like I said, I paid probably $10 over where it was needed to be. But it's a full roll, and I'm pretty sure it's got to have some kind of varieties, but they're all silver. So hopefully we get something out of this, but that's going to be for another hunt later on. Stack that up with all the silver there. Let's jump in this box here, see if we get something. All right, so I'm, 14 rolls down out of the box here. I got some more varieties stacked up here. I'm still stacking them up, but we do have a handful of finds right here, so I'm going to bring you in to show you. Let me spin this one around. But we got a 1942 Philadelphia, move over to a 49 Philadelphia, a 50S, which is actually in pretty good condition, 50S, a nicer, almost a Blazer 53 Denver we got there, and then a 57 Philadelphia. Do have one of the 2009 little presidential. I want to set off to the side. Usually whenever I get the presidential, the childhood, or the informative years, so forth, so on, I stack them up here, Philadelphia and the Denver ones, because like I say, these are collectible. They have their own little album, so make sure you check it for the 2009. And then I got a 1995 up under the scope here. There's not much on it. I've already checked. Definitely want to check the 95s for any kind of doubling going on here, but this one had a little damage on the rim there, but and you see we got a pretty good sized die crack. There's one there, and there's one here, goes up to the edge of his, let's see, yeah, it goes up to the edge of his hairline here. Probably stops right here, though, it looks like. Actually, let me spin it and see, just make sure. Yeah, so right up to his hairline there and stops. But the other big die crack, as you see, it comes down, goes past his ear, comes down to his neck. It stops right there just before his coat. So that's interesting. I haven't seen one that big on any of the coins so far. It doesn't go down any further, and it definitely doesn't go down to his back. So anyhow, it does stop right there. So that's a pretty good die crack going through there. So anyhow, to bring you in for an update. Okay, we got 4 rolls left in the box here. Do have a bunch more variety set up, but the reason why I bring you in because we do have 5 more finds in the wheat cents here, and also a couple other things to look at. So the wheat cents, we got ourselves a 41 Philadelphia, a 45 Philadelphia, a 46 Denver, a 54D, and a 57D to add on top. We do have 2 of the younger heads there, the 65 and the 71 Canadian, and another 71. Actually, I don't think these are younger. No, so the younger, yeah, this is a younger one for the earlier 60 there. And then the 71s for the later on. Anyhow, 3 Canadians added on top. So then, too, this right here is kind of interesting. So this is going to be a 2011 Denver. Got a pretty good size planchet blister right there, like a bubble almost. Kind of comes through all the way to the rim of the coin. So pretty good size bubble. Yeah, comes all the way up here, top of the head. Comes through here, the front side of the head. But yeah, that's just interesting. Headed off to the side as an oddity. And then this one's really crazy. So this is going to be a 1961, but look at the lamination there. It looks like damaged, kind of, but turning it over to the backside, it's nothing damaged on the other side. But it's shredded all the way down the facial area. So it looks like lamination kind of to me. It could be damaged, but Definitely looks like some lamination. There's no issue on the reverse here. It's just old. No damage. The coin isn't bent or anything. It's perfectly straight. So it just looks like it's, like I say, some lamination error on there. Which that's cool. You see the rim is formed all the way around too. So there's no really damage on the rim also. It is a little bit where it wrinkles out and pulls off of there. But that's cool. Fine. We'll set up here with the oddities. And then too, to give you a heads up, I'm also looking for the 1988. You're going to be looking for the 1988 with the reverse. And now the reverse of an 89. So what you're looking for, this is actually a 90. You see how this G has a little tie in that comes down off of the G? And inside of the G, that's what they call a flare. It's got a little notch that goes east and west there. That's what you're going to be looking for in actually the 1988. So you want to make sure you have the notch and then the flare. And then swap you over. This is a 1988. And this is what those look like. They're just a straight line, straight G. So there's no notching on the bottom of the G and no flare in the middle of that G there. So you want to make sure whenever you look for your 1988s that you want to find it looking just like the 89 and 90s there, because that's a variety also to stack up. Let's keep moving. All right, well, that finishes up on the first box here we had. We did have 11 wheat cents, which actually got a 56 Denver. Pretty crusty. Out of the last 4 rolls. I've already checked them all. I didn't have anything in there. But we did have a 41 there. You want to definitely check on the 41 Philadelphia. There's a nice Didio that's on there. 56, 57, 58s. You want to check, make sure to check for the D over D on the Denver mint marks there. And then like the 53S that we had also, it's a S over S if you can find it also. So multiple varieties in the wheat cents there. A lot of them to look for. But usually the later dates, you know, mid 40s on up to, like, say, the 58 there, where they transitioned over to 59 to the more Lincoln Memorials. But those wheat cents will have some more varieties added onto them. Anyhow, we did have 3 Canadian cents in there. We did get quite a few of the 2009. So the bottoms down here are actually going to be the Philadelphias. It's more Philadelphias than it is Denver, which is kind of interesting because me being in the area of Denver so long, I usually have more Denvers than I do Philadelphia. So that was cool. I already checked them all. You want to make sure on the 2009s with Lincoln reading on the log there, you want to check an extra finger that's on the book there. So I didn't have it on there. I do have a video where I pulled out a really nice 2009 Philadelphia with that extra finger on there. So anyhow, we move on over here to our oddity finds, which was that 2011 Denver, and had the nice little bubble or blister, planchet blister on there. And then we got ourselves the 61D, which is really awkward. Like I said, it looks like it's got pretty crazy lamination tear across there, so that's kind of interesting. And then at 1995 with the dual cracked head, as the cracks go to the backside of his ear all the way down to the collar, and the front one goes up to the front side of his forehead there. So pulled it off to the side is another find also. But anyhow, short hunt. I do have another box stacked up. This will be where the wheat cents goes until I get back to the house to check the album and compare everything that we've got in here to the album. So cross the fingers we got something to upgrade or add in for a filler. Anyhow, hope y'all liked the video. Y'all make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button also. And we will have a box hunt coming up next after that, and a Roosevelt search too.